Hey guys, what go on? So yeah, I'm come to talk this rising about the fact say all the religions over the world were created around Christ consciousness people who have activated the Christ within themselves. So if you never know guys, Jesus Christ is not the only Christ consciousness being who ever walked the face of the earth. You know, he's one of the greatest Christ consciousness beings, one of the most famous Christ consciousness beings to ever walk the face of the earth, but he's not the only one. Many gurus in India and Africa and all over the world have reached Christ consciousness. Some of them just don't popular. You get what me I say? Haile Selassie was one of the Christ consciousness being them that became popular too. Marcus Garvey was a Christ consciousness man that became popular too. Yet still, no religion is created around Marcus Garvey. So it's just that a lot of them, like Jesus Christ, the Buddha was a Christ consciousness person. Also, Shiva was a Christ consciousness person. Also, Ganesha, all of the beings them that you see people create religions around are people who just came to earth and activated the Christ within. And while these beings were on earth spreading their message, one of the major things what them always tell them followers is that whatever you see me do, them literally explain it as this, like whatever you see I do, you can eventually do it too. So if you see me as a great person, you can eventually become like me if you listen to me and implement the practices that I am actually showing you guys. You get what I say? Basically saying if you practice my ways, you will eventually become like me. Jesus Christ told his followers, Buddha told his followers, Shiva told his followers, Haile Selassie told his followers. Yet still, the followers them take it up on them head to deify these men and call them gods. None of these men that came to earth to show you guys the way did not want to be deified and called any gods. They never that them come about. Them come for actually show you say the God is within everyone I know. And if you just follow the man them ways, you will eventually become like them. That is all the man them did come tell you, say all the Christ consciousness beings. They told you people that Christ is within every man. You get what me I say? So it literally means that every single being on the face of the earth can eventually activate the Christ consciousness within themselves and actually live an optimal reality, live an optimal life and find a sense of peace. Because that is what the Christ consciousness is. You're actually finding a sense of peace upon earth. You're actually creating a heaven on earth, no matter the circumstances them where are going around you. You get what me I say? You're creating a sense of peace in your mind. So that even when the world are burned, you are right in the faith say you are eventually good. You get what me I say? It's for bringing it's about bringing yourself to a place where the art is in full activation, because that is where the Christ consciousness is. It's with the art. You get what I say? Once you can have faith, faith heals the heart, and fear blocks the heart and damages the heart. Fear and faith, them two are the two extremities where most human beings in a most of we in a fear. So black will cut off from our heart completely. We'll cut off from the Christ. Fear cut you off from Christ. Fear cut you off from God. So once you're in a deep fear state, you literally cut off from God. You get what I say? From the Christ within you. And it's an internal thing, it's not God is not no external thing. Christ is not the external thing. So I think human beings need to realize it's an internal thing, and every single one of the ascended masters that came to earth explained that to you. It's an internal thing. So whatever them can do, if you work on yourself and willing for just, go the distance, you will eventually embody Christ consciousness. The man them they tell you no. But most people don't really know the true teachings of the Christ consciousness people. They just know what the religions them put out. You get it? When if you do no own research, man, big up.